Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here with us today. Whether you're brand new to the Spectrum Management Authority, or SMA as we call it, or you're just looking for a quick refresher on how things actually run behind the scenes, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we're going to explore the Information Technology Department right here at SMA. We're going to see exactly how this incredible team sets you up for success, equips you with all the tools you need, and works literally around the clock to keep our entire digital environment secure. And honestly, it involves a whole lot more than just asking, have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's a quick roadmap of the journey we'll be taking today. We'll be going through Section 1,
Welcome to SMAIT.
Section 2, Roles and Access Control. Section 3, Your Devices and Equipment. Section 4, Infrastructure and Support Services. And we'll wrap up with Section 5, Cybersecurity and Device Care.
So starting things off with Section 1, Welcome to SMAIT, where we'll look at our foundational goals.
Everything our IT team does is fundamentally driven by efficiency, security, and innovation. But to really wrap our heads around what IT actually means in the context of SMA, let's look at this core definition. It states that IT encompasses the use of computers, networks, and software to manage and process information. Now, I really want to emphasize that word right at the end, process. See, IT isn't just about handing you a physical laptop or plugging in some cables. It's about managing the absolute lifeblood of our organization, which is our information.
And that brings us to a really fantastic quote from our source material. The IT department serves as the backbone for all technological needs. I mean, it's so easy to just think of IT as, the help desk you call when your screen suddenly freezes. But in reality, they are this vital, invisible backbone that supports absolutely everything you do here. Without a strong backbone, the whole organization simply couldn't stand up.
So what does that backbone actually do on a daily basis? Well, it essentially rests on four main pillars. First up, we have support services. That's your classic help desk and technical support. Second is infrastructure management, which handles the heavy lifting of network security and system maintenance. Third, there's software development, covering all the custom applications and integration solutions specifically tailored to SMA. And fourth is data management, which handles data analysis, reporting, and making sure we stay compliant. Once you understand these four pillars, you know exactly who is handling all of your technical, infrastructural, and data needs completely behind the scenes.
Moving right along to Section 2, Roles and Access Control, and how we go about protecting those critical systems.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how beautifully the whole concept of least privilege is broken down in practice. We essentially have three distinct tiers. First, you have the administrators. They have the highest access level because they need it for critical system configurations, but this is kept strictly limited to prevent any, catastrophic errors. Next up, we have the standard user, and this is most likely where you fit in. Your access is perfectly tailored to your specific job duties. It restricts you from irrelevant or super sensitive data that you just don't need for your day-to-day. And finally, we have guests, who have highly limited, very temporary access. These three tiers perfectly balance security with productivity. They prevent misuse while still allowing everyone to efficiently get their jobs done. Now, let me just pause here for a second and ask you directly, why is role-based access control so absolutely crucial? I mean, when you can't access a certain folder or system, it's super easy to view it as this frustrating, restrictive rule. But let's completely shift that perspective. It's actually a highly logical necessity.
Because honestly, these access limits aren't arbitrary at all. They are designed entirely to protect you. By restricting access, IT heavily reduces the chance of human error, protecting users from accidental data leaks. It also ensures we're meeting really strict regulatory compliance standards like GDPR and HIPAA. On a broader level, centralizing all this access simplifies management for the IT team, and it hugely supports organizational scalability. As SMA grows and we have new people joining the team, having these predefined roles just makes the whole onboarding process totally seamless.
And, this role-based system doesn't just apply to the software, it applies to the physical building too. Let's walk through the physical access control journey. First, receiving your cards. During your onboarding, you actually get a physical access card that's mapped specifically to your role. As a user, it's your job to manage this card. Keep it secure, and if you lose it, report it immediately. No exceptions. Your card dictates exactly where you can go. Everyone can get into the general areas, but depending on your role, you might have special authorization for the main building, an annex, or even the high-security server rooms. Finally, when someone leaves the company, those cards undergo instant deactivation.
All right, jumping into Section 3, your devices and equipment. Let's talk about your digital tools.
So let's transition from getting into the building to the specific, tangible digital tools that SMA provides to empower you in your daily work. As a new user, you receive this amazingly comprehensive toolkit right during onboarding. We're talking laptops or desktops, your mouse and keyboard, a headset, and a VIA IP phone, monitors, and in some specific cases, a managed mobile device. And what's really fantastic is that absolutely everything is pre-configured before it even reaches your desk. It comes fully loaded with multi-factor authentication, antivirus software, and encryption. That ensures you are securely plugged into the network from literally day one.
Let's zoom in a bit closer on your primary workhorse, your laptop. SMA provides some seriously powerful hardware, things like Dell Latitudes, Lenovo ThinkPads, HP EliteBooks, or Mac devices. These are fully equipped with really fast processors and solid-state drives. Why? To make sure you experience totally smooth multitasking and lightning-quick file access. But please keep in mind, these are high-value assets intended for official business use only. We're talking very minimal personal activity here. You've got to take care of them. Keep them away from extreme heat, moisture, or, that precarious cup of morning coffee. And if there's any damage or theft, you must report it to IT immediately.
So the crucial point is that this standard of care applies to all of our hardware. Whether it's a mobile device or a printer, it's all here to support our business objectives. And speaking of printers, we utilize robust Kyocera, Canon, and HP models across the offices, like the SMA Main Tascafal and the Annex Kyocera. These machines are great and even offer secure print options for your sensitive documents. But remember, saving resources is a team effort, right? So please minimize your printing whenever you possibly can. And if you notice a paper jam or we're running low on toner, reach out promptly so IT or our vendors can keep things running smoothly for everyone else.
This takes us to Section 4, Infrastructure and Support Services, covering our network and help desk.
We've been talking a lot about this backbone, and here are the invisible infrastructure components that actually make it up. First, you have the networks, which connect all our devices and allow us to communicate across different locations. Then you have the servers, which securely store and process all of our internal data. And finally, cloud services, which provide incredibly scalable remote storage and flexibility. When you put them together, these three elements guarantee our business continuity, seamless data accessibility, and effortless collaboration across every single department at SMA.
But hey, we all know technology isn't perfect. Things occasionally break or they need updating. And that is exactly where the help desk ticketing system comes in to save the day. You can easily submit an IT support request just by creating a ticket through the online portal, or honestly, simply by sending an email. This is incredibly empowering because it lets you track the status of your request in real time. Whether it's a new software installation or just a weird hardware glitch, using the official ticketing system ensures timely troubleshooting and drastically minimizes any organizational downtime.
Finally, we have arrived at Section 5, Cybersecurity and Device Care, focusing on maintaining security.
Let's move to and see how this builds into your daily responsibility for maintaining a secure environment. The IT department goes to great lengths to configure your devices, but you have to practice active, positive habits to maintain them. The do's of cybersecurity are pretty simple, but they are incredibly powerful. Do regularly update your software to get those critical security patches. Do use strong, totally unique passwords for every single account. Do report any suspicious emails immediately to prevent potential breaches. And do regularly back up your data to avoid a catastrophic loss.
And this brilliantly illustrates the other side of the coin, the absolute don'ts. These are the strict prohibitions that protect us all from insider threats and malware. Do not ever share your passwords or your credentials with anyone. Don't click on unknown links or download unverified attachments. Seriously, that is exactly how phishing attacks succeed. Don't leave your precious work devices completely unattended in public spaces. And please, please don't ignore those security alerts or updates. Those pop-ups might seem a bit annoying when you're busy, but they contain vital fixes that safeguard us against active, real-world vulnerabilities.
Well, we've covered a lot today. Everything from the foundational goals of the IT department, to your access cards, to the hardware sitting right on your desk, all the way down to the daily habits that keep our networks totally secure. IT provides the infrastructure, the tools, and the support, but make no mistake, security is a partnership. So I want to leave you with this final, vital question to really reflect on as you go about your day. Are you doing your part to protect the SMA backbone? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and have a fantastic, secure rest of your day.